Okay, this is DragonofEternity and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail, patch 7.0 MSQ, or Main Scenario Questline, or Main Story Questline. In the last video, I went through the second dungeon of Dawntrail, which was Worqor Lar Dor. So Worqor Lar Dor has another gem for the tablets, and unfortunately Valigarmanda has broken free. So, Alfie, an echo of madness. Alpha know would enlist your aid in checking on the injured Yokui. If you are ready, there are many injured here who need aid. Should you find anyone passed out from their wounds, I ask that you alert me to them. Otherwise, I shall be tending to whomever requires the most urgent healing. We can gather here once you've seen to these people's hurts. Alright. Is it going to be wind until I defeat Valigarmanda, or is that just like a passing thing? Worqor, how you doing? You, the third promise's protector. Everything was bathed in bright red. A searing heat enveloped my entire body. I couldn't move. Alright. Searing heat. Come on, let me up. Let me up. There we go. Stay with me. We'll have a healer to see you. We'll have a healer see to you soon. Where? Is that? Worqor Lar. Ah, my wounds are nothing serious, but there's dryness in my throat. It's as if all the moisture has left my body. Alright. And then we got the one over here. Alfie. Once we treat the wounded, I'll have everyone meet at the spot where we were talking earlier. Everything burns. The touch of cloth is agony. Yet I will live. Leave me. There are others in more dire need of help. Alright. Oh, Urianga. Though Valigarmanda's escape is of dire concern, we must needs tend to those caught in the conflagration. Oh, conflagration. Many of the villagers sustained burns, but the fire found no purchase in these stone buildings. A small mercy. Urianga says fire ether pervades the entire village. What happened here? That's a good question. I assume we're going to find out. I've done all I can for now. The injured you found were awake and alert then. For the most part. That as well. We've left the injured as comfortable as we could. Many were suffering from burns to a greater or lesser degree. Did a fire sweep through the village? The details are unclear. Once I'd healed the giant attacked by that mountain bird, the group's leader, Vaporia, I believe they called him, bade me depart. It was then I felt an intense wave of ether and returned to find Rollo's echo in this state. I rushed over to the first giant I saw. Though delirious with pain, he repeated the same warning. Valigarmanda had broken free. First did I contact you with all haste. Well, we're going to need more information than that before we can deal with the situation. Yes, we should speak with the temple guard and see what's become of the Sky Ruins prison. Is this going to be the trial of ice? Whatever answers exist await us inside the temple. The High Luminary will have returned by now. Hopefully he's found more than we have. They did say the prison was beginning to fail, but I felt certain it would hold for another few years at least. Was I mistaken? Well, it would have held naturally, but I assume someone did something stupid. I would be glad to learn this was all some misunderstanding, a futile hope by the looks of things. We need to find out exactly what's going on. The High Luminary grants you entry and awaits you within.
What happened?
Uh-oh.
So it's true. The ice has failed.
Worqor, tell them what you told me.
A short while ago, a claimant paid us a visit. Who enters this hallowed hall? Ah, a claimant.
Oh. And here we have the mighty Valigarmanda.
A terrifying Vitral. With every awakening, it has seared its ruinous name into the memories of a new generation.
What a good little terror. You've stayed napping right up until the day I needed you.
Explain yourself.
It is as they say. Kulul Jaja caused its magic to run rampant, trapping it in a frozen prison of its own creation. Clever. Clever. To unmake it, it would be quite tricky. 2 spells must be cast at the exact same moment. A conflagration intense enough to melt the ice, and awakening flame to rekindle the slumbering Vitral's soul. The only ones capable of such harmonious execution would be the heads of reason and resolve.
And the blessed siblings, Bakul Jaja.
You mustn't!
But I already have.
Rise and rage, little terror.
Utter madness. Why have you done this?
For the throne, of course.
You unleash calamity for your own gain? Have you any idea how many may die?
Wreak havoc, Valigarmanda. Live up to your legend.
A messenger to Tuli Yolol has been dispatched. The Landsguard will send a contingent, I am sure. But there is no telling when they will arrive.
That idiot! This monstrous act is a step too far, even for him!
So, what's the plan?
If we leave the withdrawal to others, it will be a massacre. Some might call it the wiser choice, if I don't want to fall behind the competition. But I could never live with myself. And my supporters deserve a better ruler. So that's that. I will stay and fight Valigarmanda. This is an enemy so powerful that even my father failed to slay it. Alone, I don't stand a chance. I understand you've no obligation to aid me outside the right of succession. But for the sake of Urkopacha and its people, I beg you, join me in this battle.
Oh, always have a choice. As if you had to ask, this is the kind of challenge I live for. What other choice do we have? As if you had to ask. We're gonna make that bird into tacos.
Far be it from us to abandon a dear comrade in her time of need.
Dear comrades now, eh? I have to say, it does have a comforting ring to it. Knowing someone has your back makes it easier to do what you have to do.
And what will we do?
One committed to winning the contest above all else would race on ahead.
Alright, get your asses back here. We need 8 people.
If you resolve to slay Valigarmanda, we'll need to find out where the beast went.
That's what we have you for, old friend.
Inform the Bello of the danger. They may need to flee to lower ground.
Okay, it's no longer just wind. Alright. Should a claimant reckless enough to free the Sky Rune become Dawn Servant, what would become of Tuliol? Or become a shit show? That friend... My enemy. My friend. No, he's dead forever. That fiend Bakul Jaja. He's rotten through and through. There's nothing blessed about him. 2 casters releasing spells of fire at the exact same moment. A feat impossible for any but a 2-headed Mamulja. When I said I would take on the duties of a guide, that did not include the tracking of ancient and terrible Tiral Vidral. Still, we can't leave Valigarmanda free to ravage the land. So, Envril, any ideas how we can track Valigarmanda? Or we look for the fire ether? The tried and true method of comparing sightings with other signs of passage is the most reliable, but also the most time-consuming. There was a second option, not as reliable as the first, but if we're lucky, it would let us ascertain the Sky Rune's whereabouts far more quickly. For a Voa Tiral Vidral of extraordinary nature, Valigarmanda is still a creature of this world. Like you and me, it is thus sustained by corporeal energy and possesses a unique ethereal balance, which means this device should come in handy. Really? A floating hand? Now's not time to be playing with toys. Especially wind-up cursors. It is no toy, it is an ether seeker. As the name suggests, gleaners use it to detect the ether of living beings. And you've had that in your pack this whole time? I can calibrate it to follow a specific ethereal aspect. The problem with Valigarmanda, however, is that it can shift freely between the elements of fire, ice, or lightning. God, it's like 3 primals in one. Well, we know that in order to awaken Valigarmanda from its icy imprisonment, Bakul Jajar cast spells which quickened its fire aspect ether. And the residents here were uniformly afflicted by burns. Someone's knocking on the door. I might need to check. Okay, one interruption from my family later. Oh, it has afforded me a little bit of peace. Okay, Alpha now. And the residents here were uniformly afflicted by burns. Therefore, the logical conclusion is that upon breaking free, Valigarmanda unleashed a great fiery blast. Then the choice is plain: fire. The Seeker, however, is not without its faults. As we were not able to input our quarry's unique etheric signature in advance, the device will spawn to any living source of fire-aspected ether. So we have the reliable yet slow method of information gathering versus the potentially swift but easily misled Gleaner tool. I say, why not pursue both methods at the same time? Good idea. We'll have the first to fall back on if the second fails. You travel with me then, in case the Seeker leads me to some other fiery fiend. The rest of us can stay behind and talk to eyewitnesses. The more Sky Ruin sightings we can compare, the more accurate our information will be. If no one has any objections, I shall remain here in the village and tend to the Yokhoi. Very few are seriously injured, but I am wary of wounds inflicted by a creature like Valigarmanda. I should like to be close at hand should their condition suddenly worsen. Right. It sounds like we have work to do. We all have work to do. We should be on our way as well. feel like I should have my own pointer out. Right, where are you? No. And? No. Am I sure I have it? I'm going to be looking for a lot here, aren't I? Uh-huh. There it is. Line up cursor. If we are to believe the slurred ravings of a self-proclaimed goblin theologian deep in his cups, their seemingly inconspicuous white glove is actually the hand of fate, by which all of us are controlled from a dimension beyond the ether. Modeled after the ivory glove of Oshin the Wanderer. Does this clock work and follow you or guide you? Alright, let me bring out my own. Please specify a desired ethereal aspect. Pointing the way, Erenville is ready to send his ether-seeking device. Erenville is ready to send his ether-seeking device in pursuit of Valigarmanda. We'll head to the outskirts of the village first, then set the Seeker to detect fire-aspected ether. I can see this cursor possibly being annoying. Well, there was a fun joke while it lasted. Come on, Scree. I'm surprised I haven't seen a Scree on the Source yet. Maybe it's native to Australia. Sensors set to detect ethereal aspect. Fire. Right, the Seeker's ready to go. Warlord's Echo is still suffused with the Sky Rune's residual ether, so I've excluded it from the search area to prevent it from swamping the sensors. Let's begin tracking, shall we? Once you depart, Erenville will accompany you. Okie dokie. Follow the Ether Seeker to its destination without falling behind. Alright. Affirmative. Tracking nearest source of fire aspected ether. Shouldn't we track the strongest? Oh, I see what it's leading us to. Beep. Source of fire aspected ether located. Tracking disengaged. That's just a fire sprite. Not quite the legendary creature we were after. Would you mind dealing with the fire sprite who will continue to confuse the Seeker if we leave it be? Alright, indiscriminate killing. And bubble. A necessary measure, I'm afraid. Let's try this again. Affirmative. Tracking nearest source of fire aspected ether. Discover a new location. Lovely. Are you pointing me towards that worm? Okay, it's not a worm. Beep, source of nearest fire aspected evil located. Tracking disengaged. Alright, more indiscriminate killing. Finding enough, but again, not what we're looking for. If you'd be so kind. Yeah, let me get you out this time. That won't be up the hill, would it? Oh, might be. I don't get where we're going next. Unless we're going to the next zone in pursuit of it. Which could be a thing. I'm trying to think of how all the first trials went. Well, Heaven's Sword was a mixed bag because it was trying different things, plus the optional first dungeon. Then Stormblood, you technically had the second dungeon optional. Shadowbringers, yeah, you had the 2 and then Titania. And Worqor, you had the 2 and then Zodiac. Oh, wait, I was talking about the zones, wasn't I? Yeah, technically Ravana was in the 3rd zone. Although you didn't explore the second half of the Sea of Clouds until later. Same could be said about the peaks. Same could be said about the... wait. I'm getting mixed up here. Yeah, it was the 3rd zone for Ravana. It was the 3rd zone, technically the 4th, for Titania. 3rd zone for Susano. And yeah, technically the 4th zone for the Zodiac. So, I have no idea. My thanks. I'd ask if it gave you any trouble, but I'm considering who I'm talking to. Seeker, resume tracking, and do try to point out something useful this time. Affirmative, resuming tracking. Alright. Uh-oh. Oh, there's 2 of them. It's getting out of hand. Oh. Beep, source of fire aspect, either located. Tracking disengaged. Yeah, it's just going to lead us to all the places it shot fire at, ain't it? Although technically this is its etheric signature. So... might be useful? Another remnant of Valigarmanda's last rampage. The Kratos flames registered to the Seeker as corporeal ether. In the words of the Tuliolal saga, when Valigarmanda rages out of control, its fire burns forever. Its ice does not fall, and its lightning crackles without cease. Thus was the Dawn Servant able to turn the Sky Rune's perpetual magic against itself, trapping it within an unmelting prison of ice. This is no mundane fire, but some kind of everlasting sorcery? Once again, it is a strange feeling to see fanciful poetry given true, or proven true. The important thing is that the fire was classified as living ether. We can feed a sample into the Seeker and greatly improve its accuracy. One moment. It's doing the thing. Sample analyzed, recalibrating sensors. Then, now the Seeker should ignore any etheric signature but Valigarmanda's. Had I realized this was possible from the start, then you needn't have fought those creatures at all. My apologies. It seems I still have much to learn from this journey, as a gleaner and as a guide. Uh-huh. Maple teriyaki. Da, 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 da. The Sky Ruin. Is this the trial? Erenville is ready to resume tracking Valigarmanda. That is all the way to the west. Wait, that goes into a different area, doesn't it? I think. This time, the Seeker should be attracted solely to Valigarmanda's ether. Resume tracking based on the latest sample. Affirmative, resuming tracking. Beep, sample ethereal signature detected. Engaging accelerated pursuit mode. Alright. Let's lead me all the way down there. Well, while I'm here. Ba-boom. Yeah, it's going to lead me over to here. Caravar the First. Worqor Lar Dor. Alright, can I get this one real quick? Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. Beep, source of ethereal signature located. Tracking disengaged. Good, the Seeker was drawn directly to the Sky Ruins fire. Now we know we've set the correct parameters for its ethereal aspect. I'll try increasing the threshold for etheric concentration. That should direct us to the Toral Vidral itself. Recalibrating sensors, resuming tracking. That's going to take me over to there, alright. I kind of want to get this before I head there. Come on, up you go. Up you go. Surprised it didn't lead me to that. Chihuahua Saltern. Chihuahua Lake. Worqor Lar Dor. Oh, that... Is that a volcano? I think that might be a volcano. Wait, no, it's just Valigarmanda's claws, I assume. Alright, so that just leaves me with that. And then that's a map of this bit done. Note self, I still need to shave 10 minutes off, so technically I'm still in the... Well, I've already accepted the quest, so I need to go through with it. Whether it takes me over an hour or not in the video, doesn't matter, does it? Right, Erenville. I think we noticed that Valigarmanda was inside this passage. Let's head through to the other side. Let's go, Torgal. Past that Mountain Dew mount. I still can't believe there was a bloody collab there. That's absolutely silly. Beep, etheric signature lost.
The trail ends here, it seems. Could Valigarmanda have shifted its elemental aspect? It does have 3 to choose from, after all. In any case, I'm almost certain the Vitral was headed in the direction of Worqor Lar Dor. We should let the others know we have a likely location.
Worqor Lar Dor. Worqor Lar Dor.
Alphino is assisting the Yokhoi with their evacuation. He thought they could use a healing hand with the injured.
So where is Valigarmanda?
Worqor Lar Dor. Its stratified layers contain a wealth of crystals, said to be the source of its many-colored glow. After 80 years of imprisonment, the Vitral will be in dire need of sustenance. It would have been drawn to the mountain's energies.
So Valigarmanda seeks to replenish its ether.
Then we'd better not give it the chance.
Stop! That mountain is sacred ground. I forbid you to set foot on it.
Sorry, It is not our intention to trespass. But you must understand, that's where Valigarmanda has gone. If we don't slay it now, it will slaughter countless innocents. Just like in the old days, I beg you, permit us to enter.
Out of the question. Your band is incapable of defeating Valigarmanda. Either you seek to defile Worqor Lar Dor, or you are fools.
If you doubt their chances, how would you feel were we to join them? The monument to Valigarmanda's defeat bears the names of 7 heroes. With our forces combined, we also number 7.
Seven weaklings are no less doomed than 4.
Zoralcha, you've come to help as well.
Against my sound advice. While the rest of you were tussling with this sky ruin, we might have secured an insurmountable lead.
A minor delay. It will not change the contest's outcome. I would take the measure of this Tural Vitral my father was unable to kill.
With both my brothers here, this battle is all but won.
Your celebration is premature. I never said I would let you pass.
Father, no! We do not bear arms against our own people!
What an odd thing to say. As I recall, the inhabitants of Worqor Sultan do not consider themselves members of the Tuliyollal nation. I'd hardly call them our own people.
What does that matter? Members or not, everyone in Tural is part of our dream for peace. If you would hurt them, then you'll have to go through me.
She saved me from the mountain bird. Now, then, the same eyes. Eyes of stone. Words of stone.
We are still in her debt. This is true. Consider the debt repaid. But do not misunderstand. We do not submit to Tuliyollan rule.
Aye, you've made your point. We can talk more once the contest is over.
I ask your name.
Worqor Lar, protector of peace, and soon-to-be Dawn servant.
Even people with wildly different ideals can find understanding through earnest discussion. I believe that, wholeheartedly.
As do I. I won't give up until we reach a compromise.
Assuming you survive, my old bones and I will be waiting here for the true heir's return.
Your thoughts have always been a mystery to me, brother. But I'm relieved to see you put aside the contest for the sake of the greater good.
Our nation is a fortress, and its people the bricks with which it is built. The more that are lost or broken, the weaker Tuliyollal becomes. Even the crudest rock has value as a stepping stone.
Come on, you two. Forget about the right of succession for now, and help me fight this overgrown snake bird. I don't care how strong the Sky Ruin may be. We're going to put this menace down for good.
During this quest and when using duty support system, you have the opportunity to undertake this trial with a party of NPC companions. It's Heidelin all over again. Some of these allies roles will differ from those you are normally able to select. Alright. It's Heidelin again. Fine. No, leave that. Leave that on my off time. You and yours have journeyed to the edge of existence and back. I am sure defeating this overgrown snake, but as well within your capabilities. Yet I bid you to be cautious all the same. That the future Dawn servant should ignore my counsel to indulge a whim is, vexing. Yeah, you're an asshole. We needn't speak. Alright. What is on your mind, brother? God, we're doing this stuff out for now. Even Papa may not have been able to slay Valigarmanda, but with the Dawn's promise and our allies fighting together, I believe we can do just that. I've never faced anything this powerful before, but I swear I won't hold you back. Valigarmanda will demand our undivided attention. Let's hope Zal Jar has nothing sinister planned. I knew Kona wouldn't be one to rush off and leave others to deal with a creature like Valigarmanda. If it hath been some while since I last joined thee in battle. Indeed, so full have been our days upon these shores, it doth seem a lifetime hath passed. Alright. Wook, I guess we're doing this. The alternative... Well, let me see what they can do. So, Viper, Pictomancer, Innovator, Intrepid, Gunbreaker. Alright, Scholar. Red Mage Alisei. Wait, who went healer? Red Mage healer, really? Okay. Okay. Guess we're doing this. Yeah, default portrait. I will sort that out soon. Ooh, pretty. Worqor Lar Dor. Ow. Dural Vidral. Valigarmanda. Oh, how convenient. An arena. Ooh, this music. Burning for battle. Alright, so I have one death. Alright, alright. Oh, now they're following me. Alright, this is weird. Uh-huh. Well, let's do this. Gaseous wind surrounds the Valigarmanda. Uh-oh. Well, you three got hit. Fire! This is not a safe spot to stand. Oh, Kona got 2 stacks. A beast is a beast. Oh, it's fire and wind. Here? No. It's just wind. You won't catch me the same way twice. Wide open beak. Oh. Ugh, I need to pay more attention. Yeah, you're supposed to be a healer. Despite being a red mage. No. Vermedica. Really? Sky Ruin. What does that do? What? 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 Uh-oh. Oh no, it's the Omega Strat again, isn't it? Uh-huh. Up. Yeah, it is the Omega strategy, or the Omega fight with that one guy. Oh, what was it? Don't know, it's like a weird blob creature. Hail of Feathers. Bolts of lightning fall upon the battlefield. So standing up, you're still targeted. Yeah. Okay. I'll strike it from our flanks. I'm ready this time, are we? Everything's back to normal. Oh, that's me and Fankrit. I thought we'd be knocked into it. That's my bad. My bad. Sorry, Fankrit. Well then. That was a thing. Uh-huh. No hard feelings, right, Fankrit? Hang on, couldn't Alice say have healed him? Yeah, she's a red mage. She could res him. Oh, ow. Nah, not far enough. Trauma? Increased trauma will result in a concussion. Alright. Might be better if I just follow Fankrit. Uh-huh. Sky Ruin. Hey, that's different. That's different. That's different.
Hold still.
Sky, the ground, it's all changed. Trick to frighten children. A rumbling avalanche approaches from the southeast. Alright. Oh no, it's Warrior Light. Keep walking, keep walking, keep walking.
Let's give them a show!
Arcane circles of ice. What does that mean? Oh. Alright. Disaster zone. Alright, I went back to normal. Sky Ruin again. We've got the gravity one. Alright.
Out of my way. Innovation is the key to victory.
Power of Valigarmanda. And it up.
Oh, radiant starlight, become my blade!
Out of my way.
Yeah, and they go away. Alright.
I'll handle the healing.
Oh, what's this guy going to be like on Extreme? Imagine it'll be like how Zodiac was in 6.0. Really difficult, and I probably won't get a kill. I'll have fun, but I won't kill it. Yeah, now it's me and Fankred. Arm's length just in case. Yeet. Alright, we're further than we were before. That is good. Thunderous Beacon. Oh, alright. Bonus power, 67. Truly disaster. Brakes been parked. Still going.
Out of my way.
Momentary discomfort. Perpetual conflagrations. How lovely.
Try this!
My turn. Snow again. Alright. Again with the ambient ether, its energies are inexhaustible.
Out of my way.
Here? Nope. Oh, if I die again, another one. Ah, okay. I did not get hit by anything there. Oh.
Let's give them a show!
They really have turned FF14 into a single player game. Ah, that's not a bad thing. Oh, it's both.
This is for you, Papa.
Oh shit, she's got the LP3.
This is for you, Papa.
Alright, a warrior DPS is going to do a limit break.
Out of my way.
At least I assume you are. Who's using it? Oh, it's not Arce, is it? No, Arce's a heal. Oh sh!
That's far enough.
Who used it? I didn't see. Holy shit, we killed it. Nice. Da 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 da. I expected more. Well, that's because I wasn't finished replenishing its ether. That's going to be for the extreme mode. Did I get a card? No. It was a hope. Well fought, Limiti. Without hesitation. Well, that was grueling. 'Twas an ordeal indeed. Small wonder they called it the Sky Ruin. We won? We won! I'm curious to see Zoral Jar. I've been curious to see Zoral Jar in combat. Alright. Well, that was fun. Now to farm it for the card.
We did it. We slew Valigarmanda. A feat that even the great Gulul Chacha couldn't manage. For you, Papa!
There's no denying it was an impressive achievement, but I wouldn't be so quick to claim we've outdone Father. The Vidral was weakened by decades of imprisonment. Had we faced it in its prime, we wouldn't have fared a fraction as well.
How can you say that? 80 years couldn't have made that much of a difference. Could it? Oh, who am I kidding? Papa's still the best.
You fought well, though. I'm sure you'll surpass him one day. You have a ways to go. I'm sure you'll surpass him one day.
You're right about that. Just need a few more battles like this one under my belt.
The Sky Ruin lies dead, and still, I've yet to prove myself the miracle.
Well, I suppose we should head back and join Erenville.
We did leave him with only Sarelja for company.
guess already gone. Oh well. Koana did well. Our promise has promised too, don't you think? Oh, Kona. 'Tis fortunate we vanquished that ring calamity ere it could inflict greater suffering upon these lands. Didn't I tell you I pull my own weight in battle now? Witnessing Zoaljar in battle, I understand why he's widely considered to be Turali's greatest warrior. Or Turiola. It's hard to say the name. Hehe, I'm still giddy from our victory. The matter of outdoing our father aside, this was the best outcome we could have hoped for. Never again will our people need fear the looming shadow of the Sky Ruin. Your proud expressions bespeak a successful hunt. Not that I'm surprised in the least. Zoaljar came back earlier, but left almost immediately with Zariljar in tow. He seemed disinclined to share in any victory celebrations. That's nothing unusual for Zoaljar. No, it's Bakul Jajar that concerns me. He's probably far ahead now, making the most of the mayhem he's caused. I still can't believe he did something so evil to slow us down. If we hadn't slain Valigarmanda, it wasn't only Okapacha at risk. There would have been death across the entire continent. I'm more certain than ever that Bakul Jajar cannot be allowed to rule. I have to catch him and take back my keystone. The Sky Ruin. Complete. Da-da-da. I'll make Bakul Jajar answer for this. No matter... Alright, same thing. Spending time alone with Zariljar was akin to torture. Despite my obvious disinterest, he spewed a constant stream of mean-spirited bile. Honestly, I might have preferred facing fire and ruin with you on the battlefield. Well, that can be arranged. Alright, so next time, the final quest of the zone. And... I suppose the other two will only open up once I've done that quest. Yeah, looks like it. Alright, so, I am going to end it here. And I will accept that last quest of the zone next time.